About you. But for me, being a full-time student and also working a almost full-time job at the same time has put me under a lot of stress. And the village is a place where I can go to basically set my mind at ease. And that's exactly what the village in Meridian is basically for. It is for you to go and have fun, relax, and escape from your cruel reality that is normal. So basically, we're going to be talking about why this place is so special to me, then how it feels to actually go there and why it brings me so much joy, before finally looking at a funny memory that I've had there from as well. So first, let's talk about why this place is so special to me. Well, I remember growing up as a kid and seeing this place getting built, and I was very confused. But I remember that the first time I went here, I had so much fun, and every time since, I've also continued having so much fun. Every time I go, there seems to be an endless amount of possibilities of things to do, and every time I go, the nostalgia that I get from being a kid just overwhelms me. It sets me at ease, and it makes me think that everything is basically fine, which is not something that I often think to myself. And the reason why is because this place offers so many things to do. When I go there, I feel like I could do whatever I want. And that's likely because you can. Whether you want to shop, you got that because this is basically a shopping mall. But within this mall, you've also got nice fine dining restaurants, along with some good old fast food chains and even a frozen yogurt shop. You're basically able to get any kind of activity here when it comes to food or shopping, but that's not all. There's also the Village Cinema, which is honestly better than most movie theaters in town, and you even have a bowling alley right next to it, Big Al's, and within that bowling alley, there is an arcade. There are basically an endless amount of things you could do, and it brings me so much joy every time I go, because it always seems like new stores are getting built, and as I grow, the village grows with me. Now, let's also talk about a funny memory that I've had here. Well, I used to work at the village. I worked at the village in the pavilion. And the funny thing is that one day I was working and I looked up and I saw someone, I saw a kid, and then I looked back down, I looked up again, and he was gone. Well, that's because he dove straight into the big old water fountain. And if you know anything about that water fountain, you're not supposed to do that. Well, I saw that happen, and I really couldn't pay much attention to it, so I looked back down to make a burrito, but as I looked back up, all I saw were wet footprints and a security guard chasing after them. Now, no, this is not something that you should do or take after, but what it shows here is that the village is a place where you can go to make countless memories. Whether or not it's something that you've witnessed or something that you've done with you or your friends, the village is a place where you can go to make a plethora of memories that you would have never thought you could have before. That is why the village is so special to me. The village, again, sets me at ease and takes all of the stress out of my life and lets me feel like a kid again. It lets me basically live how I want to live and do what I want to do, no matter where I am or how I'm feeling. That is why I believe the village is something that you ought to check out.